From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
A late-night assault has left a woman hospitalized with severe injuries. I'll tell you the story coming up.
I'm Joe St. George in Washington on my old college campus discussing student loan debt today. What's President Biden's plan? What are university presidents seeking? We break it down next.
Just to be clear, I don't think Joe St. George is out of his
No, I don't
loans.
think so, no.
I think he's just talking about that in general.
No, I think
this
you're
isn't
right.
a personal plea or anything like that.
Maybe.
We'll find out, though.
Yeah.
The story coming up
Stay
in a moment.
tuned.
Exactly. Meantime, it is 6:31. Shelley and Matt Elwood with you here.
We can back ourselves into a corner like no other,
I can hear
you know?
Joe on the phone now saying, knock it off, Chad.
Yeah.
Meantime, outside, fairly nice. A beautiful morning.
It's calm. We have a little bit of cloud cover, but beautiful
it's
sunrise
nice.
because of that cloud cover relief that we have going on. Temperatures into the 40s for most of the area, 37 in Wise River, 37 in West Yellowstone. There are some rain chances, mainly after the noon hour. Late afternoon, early evening, we start to see these showers and thunderstorms trying to develop pretty quickly. This is the high resolution graphics here, a little shorter duration, but you can see there's some pretty decent coverage for the afternoon and evening. I think our daytime temperature should be into the 60s. We're not seeing a lot of rain potential through the mid-afternoon in Bozeman. Better chance for showers and thunderstorms in Butte through the mid-afternoon. We're going to take a look at the rest of the week and how your weekend's stacking up, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. Just ahead of 6:32 now. Gallatin County currently listed by the CDC as having a high COVID community level. That's leading City County Health Department to encourage everyone to wear a mask indoors, in public, and stay up to date with COVID-19 vaccines. Get tested if you have symptoms.
We had 2 hospitalized patients at Deaconess Hospital. We are noticing in the past few weeks an upward trend.
It's not something we are surprised about. We know that there is a more contagious variant that's been circulating, and it's the dominant variant in the nation.
And in our urgent care and retail health locations, we saw a 60% patient population of respiratory illness. And of the patients that were tested for COVID, we saw on average in those urgent care locations, 40% of those were COVID positive.
Right now, 483 active cases of COVID-19 in Gallatin County, and we have seen peaks before. Testing available at Bozeman Health Deaconess Hospital and at Healthy Gallatin. Health Department recommends picking up a home test or 2 to have on hand. 6:33 now. In other news, a woman recovering in Butte after severe domestic violence attack. TN's Caitlin Aguiles tells us the injury is so serious, so are the charges.
A Butte man is in jail on an attempted deliberate homicide charge that left a woman hospitalized with serious injuries. On May 25th, 50-year-old Scott Teeters allegedly assaulted a 50-year-old woman near the 800 block of West Copper Street. When officers arrived, they found the woman had sustained facial injuries, head injuries, allegedly been strangled, and had her eyes gouged.
She is in stable condition. She does have some facial fractures, and they're still evaluating her vision. She may have some injuries to her eyes.
Sheriff Ed Lester says while it is a domestic violence situation, the different types of assaults were uncommon and serious enough to label it as an attempted deliberate homicide.
This is a extremely violent attack, and the eyes gouging adds an element that we don't often see.
Lester says the Butte Silver Bow Police Department takes domestic violence cases seriously by having one investigator follow up on violent crimes so the victim isn't overwhelmed throughout the investigation.
We have one detective that works these cases so the victim has one person to deal with throughout the rest of the case rather than having several officers, and it just adds to a level of comfort.
Teeters is currently incarcerated at the Butte Detention Center on a $250,000 bond, and the victim's condition is being evaluated further. Teeters' next court appearance is June 23rd. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, contact the police or your local safe space for assistance. In Butte, Caitlin Aguiles, MTN News.
In other court news this morning, Montana Superintendent of Public Instruction found herself in unfamiliar territory yesterday. TN's Jonathan Emberian has more on Elsie Arnson's appearance in municipal court.
Superintendent of Public Instruction Elsie Arnson again said Wednesday morning that she didn't recall passing a school bus with its stop arm out. But in Helena Municipal Court, she pleaded no contest.
We all need to be mindful, as I have no memory of this, and that's why I did a no contest to this. But we need to be mindful, especially when our buses are picking up our precious children. Our parents and our children deserve that.
A plea of no contest means the defendant accepts the judge's ruling and sentence but does not admit guilt to the charges. Municipal Court Judge Ann Peterson fined Arnson $500 with $400 suspended. She was required to pay $135 including surcharges. The Helena Police Department cited Arnson last week after an investigation into a May 19th incident in the Mountain View Meadows area. A bus driver from the East Helena School District contacted authorities about a red Chevrolet truck that he said passed the stopped bus while students were loading onto the vehicle. Police say he provided the truck's license plate and identified the driver as Arnson. The school district also provided video from a camera on the bus. Arnson said Wednesday that bus safety is a very important issue and that she was grateful to the bus driver for his diligence. Because Arnson had no previous driving record in this court, Peterson gave her a deferred sentence, meaning that if she has no further citations over the next 60 days, the ticket will be removed from her record. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
6:36 now, the Department of Education announcing their plan to cancel $5.8 billion worth of loans for former Corinthian college students. That's the latest select cancellation by the White House in recent months and comes as the president considers broader action that could impact every American with federal student loan debt. Most recent reporting from the Washington Post suggests Americans making under $150,000 a year could soon have $10,000 worth of loans forgiven. But as our Joe St. George reports, leaders at universities are hoping the president does more than just forgive. They want the root problem addressed.
My old college campus. That's where I find myself today. A lot of memories here. A lot of memories that I am not going to share with you. But as I'm back on campus today, I'm thinking of my old college buddies, my pals, and their student debt numbers. Nationwide, the average federal student loan debt is around $32,000 or so for new graduates who decide to take on debt. I'm lucky, I guess. I'm in my mid-30s and I don't have any federal student loan payments, but that's not the case with a lot of my pals.
How's the new job? It's good. It's been busy.
My buddy Tom, who I recently met up with for coffee, told me his number, $58,000 he still owes on his loans. He let me share that number with you so you can understand how some Americans are feeling. Now, we reporters are covering student debt a lot lately because President Biden is expected to make a decision soon on whether to cancel some of it on his own. But when you talk with some university presidents, there is a growing concern any debt cancellation won't get to the root cause of the debt, which is high tuition costs.
It won't solve any of the underlying issues.
Meet Scott Pulsifer, president of Western Governors University. He says to cancel debt without making system-wide changes would be a mistake because 5 years from now, a new crop of college graduates will have even higher debt, and cancellation will again be called for by some.
Change needs to happen. We have a flat rate tuition model at WGU. We charge, a tuition for a 6-month period. During that 6-month period, a student can complete as many courses as they are able. If you contrast that to a traditional model, they actually typically put caps on the number of credit hours that you can take.
Of course, Congress has been unable to reach an agreement on college funding reform for years, which is why there's a growing belief the president will take some action on debt soon, which has plenty of support for it in the White House. According to a new report by Bloomberg, at least 30 of President Biden's senior White House aides still have active student loan debt, including the president's new press secretary. Reporting from my old stomping grounds, I'm Joe St. George.